Lynchy, it's been a couple of weeks since we last spoke due to the festive period. Overall, you must be happy a win against the Pirates, North Ayr and Aberdeen, and we're up to top of the league.
Yep. We've put a good little win streak together. Here's hoping it continues over the next few weeks too.
So looking back, just quickly, we'll touch on the Paisley game just before Christmas. You know, it was one of the games we had a good start, a bad middle period, and then the unreal final period, and a last-minute goal to win it.
Yeah, it kind of sums it up. We got off to kind of slow start, but the second half of the first period, I thought we played pretty well. Second period, not so good. Ran into a bit of penalty trouble. A few probably questionable penalties against us, which cost us. I think they got 3 power play goals against us in that second period. But yeah, great rally by the guys in the third period to come away with a good win in the end.
And then next up, it was Hogmanay Hockey. You know, before we talk about the game, the crowd in the building that day was unbelievable, wasn't it?
Amazing. Amazing. I've probably, in 30 odd years, I've probably never seen Murrayfield look as beautiful as it did. It was stunning. I can't remember there ever been that many people in this rink for a game of hockey. It was great to see, and hopefully these fans keep coming back, week after week.
And one thing I thought was great, Lynchy, obviously dealing with the social media, the amount of people that were just kind of reaching out and congratulating us on, the crowd we brought in. Dundee Stars, they reached out, they gave us a great wee message. Gareth Chalmers at Glasgow Clan. That's nice though that people are obviously taking notice of what's happening here in Edinburgh.
Yeah, people are taking notice and people are, respecting and appreciating what we're trying to do here. Really, really nice to see. I saw most of the messages myself, and yeah, it was really some nice touches from a few people.
And the game itself, 5 goals, none against. Be happy with that?
The game itself was dreadful. It was not disrespecting North Ayr, because they came and they worked hard from start to finish. They've got a young team that if they keep that sort of core of guys together, they'll get better and better year on year. But I think everybody knew within the first sort of 10 minutes of the game there was only going to be one winner, and it was for the amount of people in the building, it was surprisingly flat at times during the game. But the day itself was a fantastic day. Just like I say, to see so many people watching hockey in this rink, an afternoon game which seems to go down pretty well, and yeah, it was great to see.
And a few days before the Hogmanay game, we announced probably the worst kept secret in hockey for the last wee while, and that was the signing of James Isaacs. Obviously, we've seen him for 2 games so far, and it just shows you how a great addition he is.
Yeah, it probably was the worst kept secret. I think everybody kind of knew what was happening. It didn't stop a couple of teams trying to approach him, but that's by the by. He's fitted in really well. Really good guy in the dressing room. He got a lot of good leadership qualities. The 2 games he's played, he's been probably head and shoulders above most other people on the ice. And he's still probably to find his groove as well, because like I say, he's only played 2 games since the middle of last season. So I think if we give him another 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to see him getting better and better too.
And then Aberdeen, it was last Saturday, another huge crowd in the building, and a great performance for the lads.
Fantastic, yeah. It was hard to fault anything. We had a couple of ropey minutes in the second period where we gave them a couple of good chances. But I thought for the vast majority of the game, our guys were great, especially that third period where, went out and scored 5 and really made the scoreline, look good. I think looking at the game sheet, we limited them to 20 shots, which is, a very low number. A few people since the game's been played have sort of mentioned how Aberdeen were short benched and missing a few guys and missing this and missing that. And yeah, they were, but let's not take it away from our guys. Our guys were very good on Saturday night.
And one thing I felt, Lynchy, watching the game, I thought right for the start, we matched them physically. Maybe something we've lacked in the games gone by against them.
Possibly. That's something we've been working on the last few weeks in training, especially with our D group, to be a little bit more assertive and a little bit more physical. But our forwards were throwing body checks, and you're probably right there. Yeah, I think it probably was the most physical we've maybe been this year, and it was probably part of the reason why we got some success.
So Christmas is New Year. It's done and dusted now. And we're in the home stretch. We've got a lot of games coming up, thick and fast again, as always. First trophy up for grabs this Saturday. We face Whitley.
Yep.
Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, absolutely. A little Scotland versus England sort of thing. It's another chance for us to prove ourselves against a team from another league, and it's another chance to fly the flag for the SNL, which I've mentioned once or twice before. And yeah, we want to win a trophy. It's we're 1 goal down after the away leg, so we're in a pretty good position. We missed a few we missed a few guys when we on the game down in Whitley Bay. So, here's hoping we get them while we're at full strength and we give a good account of ourselves and get the win.
And then Sunday night, we're back here again. League duty, we're at home to the Tigers. And we just need to keep picking up wins, don't we?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. If we keep winning, then no one can catch us, right? It's not going to be easy. You know, we keep talking about the SNL and the standard of the SNL and the competitive nature of the SNL. We're certainly not going to underestimate the Tigers. They ran us very close here last time they were here. We know it's going to be difficult, but every game from now until the end of the season is almost going to be like a cup final. It's going to be a dogfight, and we have to roll our sleeves up before every game if we want to finish where we want to finish.
And just finally, we need to talk about the waxing for the month of January. All the team are getting involved, and I feel you got done over a little on the poll when you were up there last week.
Yeah, a couple of my friends, let's just say a couple of ex-friends, kind of posted 2 or 3 things to vote for me. And listen, it's all on a good cause, and it's all for the Caps Against Cancer campaign that we've been running all year. I was actually surprised that it didn't hurt as much as it did, especially watching Chambo cry like a baby the week before, and the looks on Scott Guinness and Chad Smith's face after me on Saturday night. But it wasn't the most it wasn't the nicest thing that's happened to me, but it wasn't the worst either. But all for a good cause, and we hope fans can keep donating to our campaign to raise as much money for various cancer charities throughout the season.
Well, Lynch, well, listen, 2 huge games this weekend. We look forward to them, and hopefully we can get another 2 wins.
Here's hoping. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
James Isaacs joins us for the first time on Caps TV. First of all, welcome to the Capitals.
Thank you very much.
So, Isaac, you've been around the boys here for a period of time now. How have you felt? How have you fitted in with the guys?
Yeah, good. I knew a few of the guys coming in, so they've kind of helped make it a pretty easy transition. And I knew a lot of the other guys just from name and being around Scotland for 10 years. So it's been good.
So you played, as you say, you played with, I think, Chad at the Flyers, and you played with Chambo up at the Dundee Stars.
Yeah.
Was that your first season when you came to?
First season was with Chambo, and then Chad was for a few years in Fife. I also knew Scott Geddes from roller hockey in town.
So we've got a mixture of youth and experience in our roster this season. Have you been impressed with the team?
Yeah, I mean, so far we've had a couple good wins. We scored more goals against the better team apparently, so it's kind of how it is. But I think there's some good leadership in the room. There is a good mix of young and old, and guys that want to pursue hockey a little bit further than past this league. So I think having guys like that still have the hopes and dreams live really make a difference and kind of keep the old guys energized.
So you last played, I think it was back in April last year, and you played your first competitive game 2 weeks ago there, or 2 Sundays ago there against North there. How did it feel being back out in the ice playing competitive hockey and doing something you love?
Yeah, it's great. It's something that's it's a part of my identity, and I know some fans might say, "Oh, I thought he retired," and all that. I never fully retired. I was just retired from the elite league at the time. I always knew I would try to play some sort of competitive hockey, and obviously the older you get, the kind of less competitive, I suppose, it gets, but you always try to play at the highest level you can. And thankfully, the Caps are a great fit for me.
And you must have been pleasantly surprised the amount of fans that just came to see you the last couple of weeks. But seriously, especially the Hogmanay game, 2,000 plus fans, that must have been brilliant to see, and obviously playing as well.
Yeah, I think it's probably the most fans I've ever seen in Edinburgh, going back to their EIHL days. Maybe more in the last 2 games in their last 6 years combined. But no, it's excellent. It shows that Edinburgh can be a hockey market, and it's fun. It's always fun. They were pretty loud last game. I think they were up for that one, and it's exciting, and it's always good to play in front of a big group like that.
In your first game, you grabbed a goal and assist, and then you grabbed another 2 on Saturday against Aberdeen. Personally, are you happy with the start to your Caps career?
It's always good to get the first one out of the way. I was kind of going into it, and some of my friends are saying, "Oh, you got to score right away." I'm like, I don't know if that's going to happen, but it's nice. Good power play, and all those guys move the puck around so well. So I was lucky enough to just kind of be in the right place, right time, shoot a couple pucks, and thankfully they went in and kind of get that pressure off right away.
Yeah. So Saturday night there, that was a massive game against Aberdeen. Another great crowd in the building. 2 huge points. How do you feel the game went?
Yeah, pretty good. I think I saw one of our goals, and just before we scored, there was maybe a bit of a defensive breakdown. So it's kind of funny how I look at it now. But there's certainly things to clean up on. But I think obviously overall, you can't complain with a game like that. And yeah, I think it gives us confidence going forward and pushing for the league title. And I think we're 4 points clear now of second place. So something we want to continue to build on, and maybe clean up some of those little areas that we kind of messed up on.
So, Isaac, you played here a number of times through your career in the Elite League with the Flyers, Dundee, Coventry. The big ice at Murrayfield, does that suit your game, or? Well,
I don't know. It's nice because you had tons of time out there. I suppose it sucks when you get against some pretty fast guys. Maybe the older I get, the less it suits my game. It's nice. It's nice to be able to have the time and space to make plays. I think it probably translates more into my roller hockey game that I've played for so long. So maybe there's a familiarity there. But yeah, so I don't know. Sometimes like the North American ice, going back to it, in April there, it was different, and I do like the bigger ice better now that I've played both recently.
Perfect. So this weekend, another 2 games. First up, we've got Whitley on Saturday there in the NIHL 1, the so-called league above. We trailed 2-1 in a one-off, or a 2-legged final. That's a game that we'll go in confident, though, because we're on a good run, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, 2-1 at home, you can't beat, can't get better than that, really. So, I got confidence. I think we're scoring in bunches right now, which is good. And both our goalies have been shutting the door. So I think it's a good game to go into and test ourselves. And, a trophy's up for grabs. And we're going to have a big crowd behind us. So it should be a pretty fun game. And
then on Sunday night, Dundee Tigers visit. You probably won't know too much about them, but at the end of the day, it's about getting 2 points and carrying on in the league, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to find a way to get 2 points. No game's going to be easy down the stretch. There's a variety of factors in this league that make some games more difficult than others, with guys being sick and work and all those types of commitments. So no easy games, something we want to, and moving forward, you want to make sure we're doing the little things right and, playing the game properly and winning these games, because at some point those will bite you in the butt if you don't do it the right way.
That's brilliant. Well, Isaac, thanks very much for talking, and we'll catch up with you later on in the season.
Thank you very much.